In Linux, not all users are equal. Some have a full control, some have none. So in today's video, we are going to see users in Linux, types of users, what is the purpose, different types of users. Okay. Before starting, if you are new to this channel, do subscribe and check out other related videos. We have completed AWS and we started with the Linux as well. If you're on LinkedIn, do follow me there as well. Or if you want to check my portfolio, go check out rakeshwan.in. So let's get back to our topic. So today's topic is users in Linux. So basically in Linux, we have a different kinds of users. So the question is, what is user? What is users? Okay, so the user is nothing but which type of resources you are going to use in Linux. Okay, so we have a processor, process, then file, we have something called secrets and the password, who are able to access all these files. Okay, so basically Linux is a file. Okay, all our everything is in file, able to access this process file, secret file, password. For that we have a different kinds of users in Linux. Okay, so we'll see what are the types of users. So basically we have three types of users. One is root user, which have a higher privilege like super admin. He can do anything, root user. Next we have a system user in the sense they have or control over the kernel. Okay, they can perform some system related tasks. Okay, if I take the example of a Docker, in Docker if you install, you have a Docker user which you need to add in a group, then you are able to run the Docker command without a sudo. Okay, for that you need to add a Docker as a user. So that's one system user example. Okay, and now we have a third is local user, like us. We create a new user. Okay, we'll see how you can create a user. Okay, so these are the three types of users, basically root user, system user, and the local user. And on top of that, each users have their own IDs, like the fixed ID. We have an employee ID, which is unique across the organization. Okay, in your organization, like if you are a newly joined, you will have something different, and those who are old, we have a different. So for that, root user have a ID 0 because it's a root user. Okay, and the system users start with 12999. So in that between only all the system users ID will be there. Okay, and next we'll have a local user. So local user is like after 99,000 plus all the root users, like local users ID will be there like after that 999. So like 10,000, like 1,000, and for the Ubuntu we have a 60,000 user, like the user ID of the Ubuntu user. Okay, we'll see how you can check all these users, no worry. Let me log into my AWS account and we'll see there all this. Okay, currently I am in my EC2 machine, freshly launched as of now. Okay, the first thing you should do is sudo apt update. Anytime if you launch any EC2 instance, any virtual machine, try to update it first. So always try to run a sudo apt update. After that you have an option to upgrade or not. I have explained what is the difference between update and upgrade. Okay, go and check out some reels or a video. Okay, so before starting, I have one more question. We have a root user. Okay, root user can do anything in the Linux. Okay, so why we are not using root user every time? Okay, not every time. Okay, so why? Because root user have all permissions, which is dangerous. Who run which command, you will never know. Okay, if one user came and do a sudo and then hits time delete the complete file. Okay, which is important. Now we are not able to figure out who ran this command, so that's why never use root user. Okay, people say with the great power come the great responsibility kind of things. Okay, so best option is create the root user. Okay, create the user and give a sudo power, so that we are able to figure it out. Okay, who ran this command and who deleted the code base and all. Okay, and which help to track the users also, like who are active and who are not. So based on that you can give the permission, like least permissions kind of things. Okay, so that's why we never use the root user for every task. Okay, now we will go to our EC2 machine and see what are all the things. Okay, so the first thing, if you do ID, you will see something UID, which is 1000. Okay, GID, group, and ADM, CD-ROM, sudo, dip, LXD. Okay, if you press the ID, okay, if you type the ID, you will get like this. Okay, so as of now you are seeing like this. Okay, let me copy this one, copy. So if you are able to see at Ubuntu @ then the IP address. Okay, so what this Ubuntu is, Ubuntu is nothing but a user. This is the user, Ubuntu user. Okay, how to find? Okay, if I type who am I, you will get who am I. It's telling, Linux is telling, okay, you are a Ubuntu. Okay, that's a command. Who am I? You will get the Ubuntu. If you have a different user, you will get the username. Okay, now after that, if you run the command, which is sudo cat etc slash password, okay, and if you hit enter, okay, you will get a very long list, okay, which is kind of who are all the users and everything is present. Okay, so we will go with this root user. Let me copy this and I will explain you what are all these things. Okay, okay, so we have a root, okay, which is a user which we mentioned like the first user. Okay, like the root user, we have a root user which is here, it is a user. Okay, and the x, whatever the x is present, that means it's a password. Okay, here it will be, then it will come the password. After that password, we have a id which is user id. Okay, let me take a gap between, this is the user id. Okay, now after that user id, we have again, it's mentioned it's 0. Okay, now that's a group id, that's a group id which is marked as 0. After that group id, we have something called root again, it's mentioned root again. That's a description, like kind of mention Rakesh. Okay, bucket flow, as a bucket flow is a description kind of. Okay, so let me write the description here. Okay, after that again we have something called /root bin bash. Okay, so the root is this one, this root is home directory, home directory. Okay, and then after that we have a shell command. So this is our shell command, this is our root. Okay, okay, so this one is for the root, this one is password, and this one is a user id, this one is a group id, this one is the root description, this is our the home directory, and this is the shell. Okay, so in shell, this is a bin/bash is a default shell command in the Linux. We have a different kind of shell commands. Okay, basically, so let me list it down. If you need, you can. Okay, we have something called bin/bash, which is normal shell. Okay, it's login shell it's called. And then we have a bin/sh, which is which is basic shell. Okay, now the third is no login, which is like it disable the logging part, logging will be disabled for this. Now we have one more, which is bin/false. So here also we will mention logging is disabled, you can't log in into this. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, if you type the user, we'll have something called user password. X denote means there is no password, it seems. Don't let me know in the comment section whether I'm right or wrong. Okay, yes, so if anything related X question mark exclamation mark, that means there is no password for this root user also. Like anytime if you run the sudo command, it will not ask for the password basically. So that's the main. Okay, if any password will be there, it will be the something, it will be there. Okay, we'll see what are all these things. So, okay, now we'll have how to check the password. Okay, so as of now we have typed, the last command was sudo cat etc and the password. Okay, now we want to check the password is there or not. So what you can do, type sudo, okay, cat etc/shadow. Okay, if you type this one, you are able to see the passwords. Okay, you can see the root is exclamation mark, that means there is no password for this. Okay, as of now root doesn't have any password. By default it will be skip the password section. So that's how you can see the password. Okay, everything is default. Like if we go here, like game sync bin, there is no password, daemon, there is no password. So this is the thing. Okay, that's how you can check the password, whether a user is there or not. Okay, now if you type id/our user, which is Ubuntu, okay, you will get something uid, all these things. If it is a different user, you will get the different id and values as well. So the one thing is, anytime if you create the user, you need to create a group as well. So it will create a group as well. Okay, so you can see here, as of now the user is Ubuntu and the group name is also Ubuntu. Okay, that's the thing. Now the important thing is how to create a user. How to do? So we have a different method to create a different group like users. We have a two method how you can create the users. First one is the user add, and the second one is add user. Okay, the first one is, okay, so we have a two method to create a user. One is user add and the second one is add user. Okay, one is a low level command and one other is a second level command. Kind of with one command you can do multiple things, and in one command, in the top one, which is a low level command, you need to do something different. Okay, like you need to type the more commands as compared to the other. Okay, we'll see how to create a user. Okay, so we'll go back to our EC2 instance. Okay, we will type the command. Okay, what are all the users are there? Okay, we have a Ubuntu user. Okay, we'll create the user. So the command is sudo user add. Okay, it will be complete, and we'll add the DevOps. Okay, sudo user add DevOps. Now our user got created. Now the second command is sudo user add -m DevOps. Okay, so the user add user DevOps already exists. Now sudo password. Now we are setting the password for the user. Okay, so we'll give the same. Okay, so DevOps. Now the password updated successfully. Okay, how to verify that the password is updated? Okay, we'll run the command, which is sudo cat etc password. Okay, and you can see here we have a DevOps. Okay, and all the details default is bin/bash. Okay, now the next command is cat etc/password, and then we'll grep that DevOps. So we'll get only the DevOps user. Okay, that's how you can get the filter out. Okay, using the grep command. Okay, so as of now we are in a Ubuntu user. Now you want to switch to the DevOps, the one which we have created. For that you have a sudo minus and DevOps. Now password, because we have set the password, so it's asking the password. Okay, so my mistake, I didn't set the like user. Okay, this directory I didn't set, so that's why it's not getting the user. But if you check the who am I, we are able to see that we are the DevOps user. Okay, that's the thing. But how to do that one? For that we have. Okay, so that's how you can create the user. Okay, and the high level command, which is the second command we are going to use, which will do most of the task hours. Okay, sudo add user. This time it will mention cloud. Okay, adding user, selecting UID GID, adding new group to the cloud. Okay, adding new user cloud. Okay, and now password we need to set, which is okay, password updated successfully. Let's give a bucket, and rest you can skip. Okay, now our user got created. Now how to check? So for that we have command something. I'm sure you will remember by now. Type this command. If you see, we have a cloud user. First is Ubuntu user, DevOps user, and the cloud user. Okay, in this cloud user you can see we have a directory. Okay, home cloud bin bash. Okay, which is the bash script, and we have a ID, user ID, then the group ID, that the bucket like name, and the description all we have skipped. Okay, that's why. Now if we switch su minus cloud and we'll cloud, yes, now we are in a cloud user. So that's the different. Okay, so that's the thing how you can create the user. So that's all for today. I hope you know about the user, how to check all these things. And if you like this video, do subscribe and check out other related videos, other videos on my channel. See you in the next video. Bye bye.